Join us to discuss the occasion of Ghana's Independence Day. We're joined by Kathleen Addy, Chairperson, National Commission for Civic Education in Ghana. One welcome to you, Claire. Happy Independence Day to you and all Ghanaians watching. Could you tell us about the significance of today's commemoration of Ghana's Independence Day?
Thank you very much, and thank you for the opportunity to speak through your channel. It's not every day that I get an opportunity to speak to the broader audience, including audience from the giants of Africa, Nigeria. So it's truly an auspicious occasion today. Yes, Independence Day today is, as usual, it's a very emotional time for a lot of Ghanaians. Like most African countries, we have a colonial relationship with Great Britain, and we emerged as an independent country 66 years ago. And it has been extremely turbulent over the period, for the past 66 years. We have struggled, but we've also come a very long way. Currently, under the dispensation of the Fourth Republic, which commenced 30 years ago, Ghana has actually improved a lot. We've achieved a lot of progress, made a lot of progress in our search for economic development and social development of our people. This year is, that book, Great Expectations, that starts with, it was the best of times and it was the worst of times. Well, Ghana this year is that it's not the best of times, but it's not the worst of times. There's a lot that is wrong right now. There's a lot of hardship. There's economic hardship. There's the painful retreat back to the IMF as a result of our economic woes, which was totally unexpected. There's economic hardship. There's some social upheaval, there's insecurity, there's all of these things. So it is not the best of times, but it's also not the worst of times, because in spite of all our difficulties, as usual, we have managed to keep things together. We have managed to stay one country. We've managed to keep ourselves on track to a point, and with the current IMF program, if all goes well, we will have a more stable economy, and then we'll be able to, make progress from that point again. It's not the best of times, but one more year chop the life of a country like ours is always a good time to celebrate, to remember how far we've come. Ghana has not had political upheaval over the period of the Fourth Republic for 30 good years. And if you compare that to the 30 years before the start of the Fourth Republic, and you see the drastic change, is like night and day. In those days before 30 years ago, every other year or every third year, there was a coup, there was so much uncertainty, there was instability, there was rapid economic decline, and all of it sort of stabilized with the onset of the Fourth Republic.
Now, Kathleen, you did mention that while there's not a lot to celebrate, there's also a lot to be thankful for. What are your hopes for Ghana in the future? And do you think this current economic woes bedeviling the country can be overcome?
Sorry, I didn't quite hear that. Can you repeat the question?
I said, what are your hopes for the future of Ghana? And do you think they can overcome this current economic woes bedeviling the country?
Oh, definitely. Things are very difficult in Ghana, but it's certainly not a hopeless situation. If all goes according to plan, and with the grace of God, we will come out of this and hopefully be a stronger nation for it. One of the things that people are clamoring for today in Ghana is constitutional reforms, because people have identified the weaknesses of our constitution, the Fourth Republican Constitution, as contributing to some of the problems that we are facing today as a country. And as we speak, there's a lot of engagement discussions around how to proceed with the reforms. There are so many things. Like I said before, the last 30 years have been great, and it's all guided by the Fourth Republican Constitution, the 1992 Constitution. But that being said, it is not the best of documents.
Okay. Thank you, Kathleen, Addy, and Medasi. Yes, it was a pleasure speaking with you.